Welcome to my engineering drawing playlist. Today I will be explaining Foci and Vertices method for hyperbola. In the last video we have discussed about the rectangular hyperbola, oblique hyperbola, and at last Directrix focus method. Now it's turn for Foci and Vertices method. So let's see first of all the description of the problem. Distance between two fixed points f1 and f2 is 80 mm. So here you can see in this figure the distance between f1 and f2 is 80 mm. Next, point P moves. This is actually the locus of the point P. So here you can see also point P moves in such a way that the difference between its distances from f1 and f2 is always constant and is equal to 48 mm. Trace the curve by the moving point P. So this is actually the hyperbola, and we are going to see how we can draw this hyperbola. So look at this description. The distance between two fixed points f1 and f2 is given to you as 80 mm. So first I am going to draw this f1 and f2 having distance 80 mm. So let's draw the horizontal line, and on this horizontal line take randomly any one point, give the name as O, and so that you can mark f1 and f2 40 mm from both sides of this O. Here you can see 40 mm away from the O point on the left side, and on the right side 40 mm away from the O point. So simply you can mark the 80 mm distance between f1 and f2. Next, point P moves in such a way that the difference between its distances from f1 and f2 is always constant. So here this is actually the P point. So the difference between Pf1 and Pf2 is always constant, and that is equal to 48 mm. So from this figure you can understand the difference between Pf1 and Pf2, that is equal to V1 V2. So it is indirectly given to you the distance between V1 and V2, that is 48 mm. So you can mark it 24 mm on both sides of this point O. Now you have to draw this curve, that is actually traced out by the moving point P. Now you have to take randomly 3 points right side of this F2. Let's say it is A, B and C. Keep in mind that these 3 points having approximate equal division. So don't waste the time to take the equal division for A, B and C. Similarly, take 3 points left side of this F1 and give the name as 1, 2, 3. Once again, these 3 distance also approximately equal division. So don't waste the time once again to take the equal division. So mark randomly 3 points only. Now follow this step. Try to understand first of all the meaning of this. Here F2 is the center and radius equal to V2A. And with the help of the compass, you have to draw the arc. So take a compass. First set the radius, that is equal to V2A. So here you can see the radius is V2A. Draw the arc with F2 as the center. So draw the arc with F2 as the center on both sides of this horizontal line. Next step. Set the radius, that is exactly equal to V1A, and draw the arc with F1 as the center. So set the radius, that is exactly equal to V1A. Draw the arc with F1 as the center. So here it is F1, and you have to draw the arc on both sides of this horizontal line, and so that you will get P1 point. So the intersection point is P1. So mark it as P1. Similarly, now you can understand, you have to change only the radius. Instead of V2A, now it is V2B. So once again set the radius as V2B, draw the arc with F2 as the center. So set the radius as V2B, draw the arc with F2 as the center. So take F2 as the center, draw the arc on both sides of this horizontal line. Next, here you have to change the radius only. Instead of V1A, now it is V1B. So draw the arc with V1B as the radius. So set the radius as V1B and draw the arc with F1 as the center. So take F1 as the center, draw the arc on both sides. So you will get P2 point. So mark it over here, P2, P2. Similarly, now you can imagine the radius is now V2C. So from here to here, you have to set the radius. Then take F2 as the center, draw the arc with the help of the compass. Next, here radius is changed, V1C. So take V1C as the radius and F1 as the center, draw the arc. So you will get P3 point. Similarly, you can do on this side with the help of this step, and that is exactly similar to this one. So definitely you can do it. So you will get similar point over here, one by one. First you will get P1, then P2, and then P3. Now draw the smooth curve passing through all these points, and so that you will get this type of the hyperbolic shape. So keep in mind that it must be the smooth curve and arrow on both sides. Similarly over here, draw the smooth curve with arrow on both sides. So this is the curve traced out by the moving point P. But you know that it is actually hyperbola, so note down it at last. This is the hyperbola. So keep in mind that in the examination, this hyperbola only should be the dark and the rest of the part should be as light as possible. Because in our description, the objective is only to trace the curve by the moving point P. Now at last, which is easiest method for the hyperbola? Because of so far we have discussed the different topics in the hyperbola. So write your answer in the comment box. Thanks my dear friends for watching this video. Press the like button to appreciate it.